Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about emerging mobile application assessment for personal expense tracker. Here it is named as Expenter. So first we will directly move into the code. In this part we can see a three different architectural view like model, view and controller. So it's an MVC pattern. So initially we will go with model. Model is one of the simple architect where every software will be built from a basic model. So here it is expense model. We had discussed this in the document itself, like a expense should be taken from the user through title, amount and date time and from the current location. So this is the model of the application, and user having another model that can be stored to user ID, username and password. For next, we can move on to the view section. So there are a lot of things to discuss about the view panel. So in this view panel we will initially go with the main page. So this is the landing page. Of course this will be shown initially of landing into the mobile application. Once after landing without login, we will directly move into the login page. So login page we will use to log in after once successfully registered customer has been entered. On next, we will move on to the dashboard. When a user has been successfully logged in, this will be the view how it looks like. And there are a lot of filters with some specific titles and some actions. So we will check this once we run the emulator. So there are a lot of buttons in the top bar. So we can see this add, view graph, filter and menu. So these buttons act as a pop-up menu where we can view and edit information directly in a mobile app. So it's a one page multi integrated application. So if we go with add expense, we can see a dialog. This is a dialog, like we could say it's a model pop-up menu, or we can say it as a dialog menu. So here we will add title, amount spent, date time and location. So location has been fetched from the user's mobile phone. Directly it will be shown into the mobile app. For the next, we can see the view graph. So view graph has been implemented using a method of predefined method. So this will be shown in this screen that with respect to the data that has been collected from the user. For the next, we could see filters. A filter acts as an advanced filter that we can search with debouncing method, where it could repeatedly search and analyze whether there are any similar words or similar kind of information in the table. So this is the filter part. So yeah, so we can filter it through the category. This category is nothing but the title. So title, we have a lot of types, like people can add in the title food, they can add grocery, they can add as miscellaneous expense and lot more. So in this part, filter will actually filter it using some categorized text. So why I didn't implement it at a spinner widget here, we can actually use a debouncing method, and whatever user can search here can be reflected in the table. So for next, it's location. Location, we can manually type the location. Like if we purchase something from Newport and from Cardiff and from Bristol, so there are a lot of set of information in the table. So once a user need to specifically take informations from Newport, then that user can search for Newport in this location. So it will be filtering it, and it will show the output. and the range of how we can select the date. So it's a starting date and an ending date. It will be going through an advanced filters. Okay. So next, we can talk about the menu. So menu, there are two options. So it is, once it shows like yep. So there are two options in the, yeah, this one. Okay, it's a spinner widget. There are two options in the spinner widgets. So it shows one as settings and another one as logout. So once we click the settings page, we can directly move on to the settings. And in the settings page, we can change the theme, as the theme can be changed in the dashboard itself, like landing page itself, we can change the theme. So there is an functionality that will bind the settings page and the landing page together in the backend. So for next, we will go with some of the controller part. So controllers has been divided into four parts, like dashboard controller, login controller, registry controller, settings controller. So these whole part has been divided into separate controllers that will control the actions and tasks performed by the mobile application. So apart from this, we had used some of the permissions like location permission and internet usage permission for mobile application workflow. So next we will check the mobile app functionality. So we open the emulator. So we will open the app. So you could see the app has been launched. So for the first part, we will go with the login part. So if you click the login part, we could see some options like enter your email, enter your password. So before that, I'm explaining you how the registration page works. So we will add some information. So it's already showing something. So we go with some random email. So it will be .com. So I'm changing the, okay. So I'm actually adding some random one, and my password is encrypted, and it not be shown here, like it's hidden actually. So I'm actually using 12345 6. So for the simplicity, I'm using this password. So it has been done, and I had been registered successfully, and it's asking, did I need to store your information? Yes, we need to store the information. So for next, we can use the stored information to log in back to our mobile app. So we can actually click the part to add the login part. Okay, so if you click login, it will immediately land into the dashboard. Once there is no information in the table, it will show some kind of pop-up to add an expense. So initially we could add some expense. So it will work as, so I'm adding an LD. Amount spent will be £25, and I'm taking it, it's priorly 9th of May, and the time will be of 11:55. And selecting the location, it will precisely give the location. So you can see the location. This is my current location. So I'm not going to add my current location. I'm going to check with some other place. So I'm just clicking this random street and confirm the location. Yeah, the location has been updated. So once I click enter, the information will be successfully added into the table, and we can see it by the action called view more. And we can also delete it, and you can see in the graph, but there is no sufficient information. So I will show you sufficient information in some other login section. So I'm already using this one. So you can see a lot of entries here. So as similar, we can add the information. Now we can view the information. So the expense graph will be shown in a peculiar way of comparison of months. For the next, we go with the filters. So filters, so I'm going to add only AL in the category. So it will completely fetch the whole combinations, like how the text compared with some titles, and it will show the filter result here as this. Okay, so this is how the filter works, and I clear the filter. And you can actually use ascending and descending order using the top part of the title. You can see a filter option, and you can see the amount part, you can see a filter option. So it will filter according to the ascending and descending order. So this is how the functionality works. And for the menu bar, I already told you there are two options, settings and logout. So once we get into the settings, you can see the dark mode. So here I can change it as dark mode. Yeah, the app has been changed to dark mode. You can see this very clearly. So now I'm going to close the app and again reopen it. So you can see the landing page. From the landing page till the settings dashboard, everything will be changed to dark mode, and it's stored in the local storage called stored procedure. So next one, I already told you that I have a theme selector in my landing page. So I have this button, this uh, sunlight button, like we can say it's a light mode. So if I click it, it will actually show a light mode, and once I click again into the dark mode, it will actually change the whole appearance. So next, you can, as usually, you can go to the dashboard, and you can see the whole other functionality, and you can log out by clicking the logout functionality. Yeah, it works. So this is how the application works for expense tracker, and that's it. Thank you.